would you ever drink just warm pop?
No. God no. You gotta be one psychotic person to pick up a warm soda off of the counter.
Hello, folks. Welcome to the Moc Pod. Your host, Jordan Brown, and me, Ryan Dickinson. We got a good show for y'all today. No interview. Got that pushed back. We'll get into it in a second. But today we on the show, we'll have the Survivor and Supporter Yoga event we have coming up for Mind Over Cancer Foundation. Talk about a little story about value and money. Have a TV review today, a little Netflix show called Night Agent. So we'll talk about that a little bit. Not sure what Lee thought. I know what I thought. So we'll get into that a little bit. And then we have Lee's Food and Life Hack Corner. Y'all going to join Lee over here in his corner, and he's going to talk to you about all the food and stuff. So with that, Lee, man, how you doing?
What up, Jay Diesel? I'm chilling.
What's going on, man? What's going on?
I'm just getting over sickness a little bit, so if y'all hear me a little nasally, that's the problem.
Yeah.
But I got me some. I'm not a tea drinker by any means, right? Unless it's sweet tea, and that means sweet tea with some ice. 90-degree day, beautiful. But this, I'm drinking some. I don't even know what this is, dude. It's like it's like an orange tea bag, like yogi. I don't know. It's for sore throats and stuff.
Okay.
I don't like it.
Yeah. Oh, you don't like
it? No, it don't taste good.
Too herbal.
Yeah,
Herbal.
Maybe that's what it is. That's probably what it is. And then she put honey in here, Samantha, and she's getting sick too now. My bad.
Well, that's how it works, man. Cooties.
Yeah, cooties. Yeah, I got the cooties. But yeah, outside of that though, I'm doing good. I'm chilling. Good. Yeah, get over this little nastiness, but I'll be all right.
I guess kind of a blessing in disguise, right? I mean, we had that interview on Sunday. I called you on Sunday to tell you we're going to do it because of the power situation, which we'll get that too. But so I guess it kind of worked out for you a little bit because, I mean, you sound a lot worse on Sunday.
Sure. Oh, yeah. I would have been sitting back just listening. I would have tuned in just a
little
bit. Yeah. I would have been over here like slumped over, camera off,
She'd be like, is he fine? I'm like, yeah, he's good.
Yeah, he's good. He's good. He'll be all right.
I'm like, take this Sammy. Like, yeah, you can go check on him real fast.
I'm just falling off the chair. Oh,
yeah,
Lord.
Man. I mean, for all the folks in KC, I talk about, did you lose power at all?
No, I've never had. The 5 years I was living in this house and the storms we went through, I've never lost power.
But you lose power all fucking time for no reason, though.
But I lose power all the time for no reason.
Middle of the day, sunny 75, and then Lee's like, hey, power's out. I'm like, what?
Yeah, it's either the power or the internet that just drops. And then you see like 3 BPU trucks hauling ass down the street to try to fix it. I'm like, dude. But then when a storm comes, all of a sudden everything is so perfect.
Yeah, all right. Yeah. We lost power went out Friday at 6 and came back on at Sunday at like 8 in the morning. So.
Oh, y'all didn't go back till Sunday?
Yeah, Kara went to go get our frozen food. So they say freezer work for about 48 hours. Like they keep it cold, and then they kind of start losing their power. Power being the insulation starts kind of not mattering after that. And she got to the house at like 9 o'clock, and right when she pulled up, the porch light came on. So,
wow, that's possible.
Yeah, that worked out. So yeah, that was a little nervous, man. We had a ton of frozen like meats and shit, like moving all that over to the in-laws' house. It'd have been rough. So
yeah, it would have been
a bullet there for sure, man.
My mom, she lost power for about a day too. She just went out and sat in her truck for a little bit. I was like, I got power. You guys are more than welcome to come over. But hey, if you want to sit in your truck, be my guest. Do what you gotta do. Did y'all have like a lot of trees and stuff down?
So yeah, for the neighborhood, I saw a couple good sized trees. I had one in my backyard that was dead that fell finally. I mean, I was cutting it down.
Kind of worked out.
Yeah, it worked out. A couple of larger limbs fell too. And then one of the redbud trees, they're kind of known for breaking, but it lost a pretty good sized limb. Probably about that big around.
Oh damn.
I mean, yeah.
That's how I felt. I drove through because I lost just a couple of limbs and I put them on the curb out there. But I drove through Overland Park the day after. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Like trees were completely uprooted out there. Like the tornado came through. Yeah. I was like, bro, what happened?
I mean, there was a couple of windbirds that were scared.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That's wild. I said, boy, when I buy a house, I'm cleaning all trees out around it. And I'll not have to replace no damn roof when the storm comes through. I'll be sad. That's a lot of money.
I did see a couple people with their roofs. The tree fell on them. And Shawnee, because we had to go out to the OP Mall on Saturday, and I saw a couple of houses with tarps over the roofs because the tree went through the roof, and they had to put a tarp over it to keep the water out for a couple of days. So I got the people out there. Well,
that's not. I should have put my dang car up under there. Yeah, that mother is smashed. Give me a new one.
Good idea. Sorry, insurance companies, if you're listening, you didn't say.
Yeah, that's not real at all. No, not at all.
Oh, that's awesome.
But yeah, it wasn't too bad after that. It was cool.
Yeah. Well, so we can kind of open. That's our opener, as always. Get an 8-minute opener. That's what we like to do around here. So I'm drinking water today, by the way. So nothing special with me. I was gonna drink.
Watching that figure.
Yeah, obviously, man.
Watching that figure.
Ooh,
Swole man right there.
Belly's just below the screen.
Just below the camera.
Yeah. But unfortunately, we couldn't do the interview with Lisa. It was scheduled, supposed to do it, but I just wasn't sure on Saturday. They were saying it could be midweek till you get your power back. I didn't want to leave her hanging until last minute. Hey, we can do it or can't do it. So I canceled it on Saturday, moved it back. I think we're going to try to get it done this week as well. After we obviously record this podcast. So hopefully it'll be done next week for everybody to watch and stuff. So looking forward to it. It's going to work out for sure, but just a bad timing with the storm and shit. So
yeah,
that's kind of how it works out. Yeah,
I didn't know that storm was hit that hard either.
I didn't either, dude. I was shocked.
Just, yeah, I was like, damn. I was asleep, and Samantha, she's in the other room. I'm asleep. I gotta go to work at 5, so I'm asleep. 3:40, she's yelling, "Come here!" And I'm thinking something's wrong. I'm dead asleep, so I'm rustling to get out of bed. And she's like, "Don't rush." I was like, "Are you kidding me?" You scream bloody murder from the other room, and I'm tossing myself out of bed trying to get up and run. And she goes, "Don't rush." And I was like, "Are you kidding me?" And I walk out. And it's just a storm. And I was like, "I'm going back to bed. This is Kansas." And I was like, "It's supposed to happen." And I got a text.
Wake me up.
Yeah, there's a twister coming through. I see what's going on. Unreal, bro. But yeah, that's how I found out. And they were like, "We're going to cancel your route or push it back to 8 o'clock at night." And I was like, "Dude, I'll drive through the storm. We'll figure it out." Because up in Iowa, it wasn't that bad.
Even 20 miles north of Kansas City wasn't bad. Smithville, Missouri didn't really get hit. So, it wasn't even that bad, really. Whatever. So, like I said, we're going to talk about our event coming up here. We have another event we're doing. It'll be our second event this year. It's called Survivor and Supporter Yoga. It's going to be hosted by Indigo Vibe Yoga Studio here in Kansas City, North Kansas City, or in the Northland. Don't get confused, North Kansas City to city. Oh, we're not getting into that. We're just going to stop there.
It's a lot.
But it's in Kansas City. It's off Berry Road. It's going to be on August 11th at 6 p.m. I'll post the flyer up here whenever I do post edit. I was going to do it now, but I was going to post edit. It'll be a little easier. It is a 1-hour yoga indigo vibe. This class will be heated and is open to all levels of yogis. Bring your own mat, towel, and water. You can register online to reserve your spot. Space is limited. You can go to our website, mindovercancerfoundation.com. On the events tab, there's a thing to sign up on there. It's any donation you want to do. It's up to you. Whatever you donate gets you a spot. Once you donate, you get an email from us that gives you a link to go and reserve your spot at Indigo Vibe. So a couple steps there, but it's pretty easy. I haven't had any complications really so far, so that's been good. Other than that, though, that's all information I have right now. I have more information on the website as well, and then on our Facebook, Mind Over Cancer Foundation, stuff on there too. So, yeah, get out there, have a good time. I will not be doing the yoga.
I'm about to ask you, man, be out there getting bent up.
I'll be holding you. Okay, I'm a guy. I'll be there to say hello and get covered. Thank you for coming. I do obviously do appreciate it. Just man, I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can.
Your body bend those ways.
I'll be a waste. I'll just be a waste. I'll be a waste of space up there, So come out, man, and come enjoy it. It's a big little great event. I really want to turn this event into actually. It's called Survivor and Supporter Yoga. We named it, but I would love to see this event, and whatever next time we do it, hopefully it's sooner than later, be a thing where we just sponsor it. We do whatever we need to do to pay for it, whatever Indigo Vibe wants from us, or if they are willing to do it for a cheaper rate or whatever. But we allow people that are survivors and supporters to go and just do a night of yoga together and hang out and kind of have a community feel to it, almost like a support group, and not like less talking and more just being together,
Yeah.
So that's kind of the end goal, I feel like, with this event for sure.
Kind of like a spiritual presence versus,
Yeah. Just
Yeah,
relaxing, having a good time, and connecting with people you maybe don't know or never would have met, and do it there. So, it can be really, really cool. So,
if my body bent, certain ways, and I didn't look like this, boy, I'll be out there like this, boy, get my yoga on. It sounds fun though. Like that sounds
maybe
fun.
you should go. Maybe you should go.
George, I'll come. I'll come and support. I'll come and support. Hey,
hanging out juice boxes. That's what I'm
gonna be doing. Hey, here you go. Here's a Capri Sun.
Well, I'm gonna make some homemade lemonade. I'm gonna make some homemade lemonade for the. So. Homemade lemonade.
I'll bring the ice.
Yeah, bring the ice.
Bring the ice. I'll come support. Like I said, I'll come support. But me bending my body in the ways that they bend their body, that's just don't got it in me.
It's basketball all over again.
Oh yeah, all over again. And I'm down for 2 weeks. My knees don't work like they used to. It's rough out here, but it looks fun. It looks like it gets you more in touch with yourself, which I like.
It does. I try to get into a couple times with Kara. She used to do more home videos, but then she found the studio that she goes. She goes to the studio weekly too, so she's pretty familiar with it, and which is nice. And she knows all that. She knows the instructor that's going to be teaching or doing the course, so she knows how she is and stuff. And but she used to do them at home. I would do them with her once in a while, but it's just, man, like she was telling me, like she's so much better now at the studio.
Really?
They push her a little bit more at the studio, and different poses and stuff. And she's like doing all these poses, doing these handstands and stuff. And I'm like, dude,
I can't do it.
I mean, I'd be breaking a wrist. My wrist be snapping off.
Snappy. It's fall over.
I'd be laying there like, no, please.
I'm out. Call the ambulance. I'm done. No, that's gonna be pretty cool though. It's gonna be pretty neat.
Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun for sure. So looking forward to it. But like I said, all information on our website, mindovercancerfoundation.com. And then obviously all our socials, Facebook and Instagram, stuff like that. So look out for it. Be there. Man. I guess we'll do this motivational story for today.
I'm down with that.
I had you just read it, so we haven't really talked about it much at all. So this actually be
we haven't.
You read it. All right, cool. You said it was good, so we rolled with it. So
you want to read it to the folks?
Yeah, I'll read it to the folks. Yeah, I might post this one on the bottom next time. I caption it out a little bit.
Oh
maybe.
yeah.
See.
Yeah.
Just for the people that are watching it too as well. But yeah, so this is a story. It's called "The Value of Money." So here's how it goes. At the beginning of the new school year, a class teacher stands up in front of her students holding a $100 bill. She tells them, "Put your hands up if you want this money." Every hand in the room goes up, to which the teacher says, "I'm going to give this money to someone here, but first let me do this." She takes the bill and crumples it up in her hands before asking, "Who still wants it?" The hands stay up. The teacher then drops the bill on the floor, stomps and grinds it into the ground, and picks it back up. "How about now?" she asks again. All the hands stay up. Then she says, "Class, I hope you see the lesson here. It didn't matter what I did to this money. You still wanted it because the value stayed the same. Even if it's creases and it's dirty, it's still worth $100. She continues to say, "It's the same with us. There will be similar times in your life when you've been bruised or muddied, yet no matter what happens, you never lose your value." That's the story. So I take away from that personally, it's just, man, life in general, it's just like, it's wild, man. There's just so many, that's so far from perfection. Like the idea of like life happening is literally perfect because the chance of you being born is like pretty much impossible when you think about it. But once the perfection happens, everything from that on point is absolutely imperfect. I mean, just with how you are, how you get raised, or anything you go through in life, like it's all about imperfection, and then how you just turn that into something else. So yeah, man, great story about self-worth, and I think it's really important people to remember how much self-worth they have. Like no matter what you've been through, what you're going through, man, you still have the exact same value. That value does not change. As much as you think it's changed, you think you're a penny now or $1 compared to $100. It's not true. Literally not true.
Yeah.
I mean, your value does not change. So.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think a lot of people go through trials and tribulation in life, and then you got people around them that's also putting you down, telling you that you're not worth a damn and whatnot. And then eventually, if you get told that enough, that's the way you're going to start to feel, which is just such a shitty thing.
Yep.
So that's like you said, that's what I take away from this story is no matter what, at the end of the day, if you got to for like last 10 minutes, just know what you're worth. And even if you get, I guess, not as intense with it, and if you have a business or anything that you're doing and you're charging people for it, it's the same concept. Know what you're worth, and if you put a price on that, then keep that.
Yep.
The same thing in life. That's the way I look at it, and it sucks because some people do, they go through a lot of things, especially, what this podcast is based around, and they think that their value goes down because of that, and that's just not the case. Not the case at all. Okay. And it takes a while for some people to realize that and come to terms with that, but hopefully everybody understands that they are worth, everything and more at the end of the day.
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
Dude, that's how a lot of that kind of goes back to the last story we talked about, because it was like he wasn't sure, whether something was good or bad when it was happening. Basically, this life, you got to keep moving on, type of deal. It's kind of like the same thing here. Stuff is going to happen to you, like you said. Stuff's going to happen. You're going to get pushed down.
Correct. Yes.
Keep your value about you. Know what you're worth at the end of the day.
Everything happens does happen, and it might change how you look at things or how many people look at you or whatever, but it doesn't change your value though. Like your value doesn't change. Like the value is the same. You might have a scar here or a scar there. I mean, it's actually mentally and physically both, but the value never changes though. It stays the same. And I think that social media too plays a big role in this, right? I mean, because nowadays I think the biggest problem is, I think you're always your biggest critic, right? A lot of times.
Yeah, 100%.
Facebook just allows you to be so critical of yourself, in all social media, because you see all your friends, whatever they're doing, or they have this or they have that. And you're like, oh, well, I don't have that, so I'm not good. I'm not this, I'm not that. It's not true. Yeah. It's not true at all, So that's a big part of it too, I think, as well.
Yeah,
right
100%. Now, yeah, because people get on, like these influencers, they get on Facebook, they're 22 years old, 21 years old, and they're multi-millionaires doing their thing or whatever, so to speak. You really don't know what somebody's really living. You don't know. The only person you really know has that is like Pat Mahomes. He's the same age as me or younger than me. But most of the guys in the NFL are younger than me, and they're living good lives. But that doesn't sway me in what my value holds. At the end of the day, boy, we bleed the same. At the end of the day.
Same. And you pay a price, though. They pay, like, you think about these athletes, if you haven't watched the quarterback show yet, we were talking about that today, but in that show, though, you see how much time that Pat spends at the facility, training and everything during the season. He doesn't get family time. He doesn't get to be with his kids, So there's a lot of sacrifice that happens, during all these times. And it's just, I think that people see what they have, like, their money and their status, but don't realize how much they take away from that as well. Don't realize how many things they don't have because of that. They lose out because of that too as well. So, yeah, man.
That's social media. Like that's a social media thing. Because you don't see people on there talking about how happy they are hanging out with their kid. I love hanging out with my kid, chilling, and then the time I get. But you don't see that. You just see, I bought a Rolls Royce today.
Yeah, I got this money. I got
this money. Got me a private jet, and people look on there and then they get sucked into that. They're like, "Well, dang, I ain't worth a damn."
Yeah,
no, that ain't it. Yeah. First of all, he rented that. Let's start there.
That ain't his. He rented that.
That's not it.
I
like that story.
Yeah, it's a really good story, man. I think it's important to remember that stuff, and even. I feel like a lot, I've talked about this before, but people who are going through cancer and stuff, I feel like they feel devalued, and you kind of hit on this a little bit, but they feel devalued too, because sometimes the system doesn't treat them very well, right? I mean, insurance, like, oh, we don't need this kind of stuff. You don't need this. You don't need that. Their place of work might not give them certain time off, because not every place of work gives you, time off, short-term leave and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Right. They're like, sorry, we got to let you go, So, all those things happen to you. You can begin to devalue yourself. You're like, well, I'm not worth this. I'm not worth that. I'm not worth this. So yeah, man, for sure. It's something that definitely happens, and it's important to remember how much you matter and how much value you have, and you get
Yeah.
it. So
And then hopefully you surround yourself with people, down the line. Because,
yes.
at the start, you really don't know who somebody is until you get to know them more and more and more.
Mhm.
Hopefully you surround yourself with people that is constantly making you aware of your value. They're
Yeah.
not putting you down. And they don't got to straight up tell you that you're 100% valued. That's just the things that they do to show you that. So hopefully you're surrounding yourself with people that do that. And if not, find that value within yourself and try to
Get some new
make sure you
friends.
tell yourself every day type of deal. Yeah, you do need friends if you if they put you down every day. It's time to go
Yeah.
ahead and kick them to the curb. Kick them to the curb. Kick them to the curb. Come over here.
Oh,
The MOC podcast. We'll be your friend. And I'll
yeah.
let you know your value. I'll tell you value. You come over here, we have a little drink or something. I'll just cook you some steak. You're gonna be valued over here, I tell you.
Yeah.
You're gonna leave here about 15 to 20 pounds
Full,
heavier.
yeah, you're full of value.
Yeah. But you're gonna be valued, I promise you. Yeah. That's a good story, man.
Yeah, it's
Because a
crazy.
lot of people go through that. A lot of
Yeah.
people go through that, feeling undervalued.
Yeah.
A lot of
Well, I think
people.
applying the money to it is so important too, because it's so true. Like, no one gives a shit about a
Mhm.
crumpled $100 bill. It's still a $100 bill. They
It's
still pick it up and use it.
bill.
You
I
know?
take it.
And we just don't apply it to ourselves because we think it's not the same, but it totally is. It's even more. You
Yeah.
don't think
It's
a person's
more.
more valuable. More valuable. $100 bill ain't shit, man. People are way
No.
more valuable than that. Way more valuable than that. I mean, immensely more valuable. So if a $100 bill keeps its value being crumbled, we damn sure should keep our value whenever we take a couple hits or knocks here and there. I
High.
mean,
High.
100%.
Keep your value high.
100%. Yeah. So
Scrape a
keep it
knee.
up.
My knee ain't worth it no more.
Yeah. I'm getting rid of that knee and done with
I'm
that
getting
knee.
rid of it.
Oh, man, that's good. Yeah, man. Well, great story. Liked it. Yeah, definitely something I'll be saying again to somebody when I see them. If I ever need that's a great story to give to somebody when they're having a tough time. So I'll use that again for sure.
Yeah.
For
Or
sure.
just you use it with yourself too.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
you,
And remind
you think
yourself.
something goes bad in your life. You're like, dude. Especially as parents too, because parents, we
Yeah.
mess up a lot. It's a lot of trials and tribulations as parents.
Yeah.
Kids are growing up, and you look at stuff, you do stuff, you're like, dang, I could have did something. I could have changed that whole outcome
Yeah.
if I just
Yeah.
did it this way.
A little different.
And
Yeah.
then you sit down, you're like, oh, dude, I ain't worth a damn. I ain't worth the ground I'm standing on. And then you're like, no. And then your kid comes running in the room, happy as day, and then
Yeah.
it just
Nothing
clicks.
happened. Nothing
Yeah,
went
like
wrong.
nothing happened. And then you're like, okay, my kid looks at me how I should be looking at myself.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a
which is
good way to look at
beautiful.
it too. Yeah, kids, especially like Nellie's age, because kids do begin to kind of sooner or later begin to kind of have that devalue thing. When they get around with
Yeah.
other kids more, get other
Other
kids,
kids.
and that. But at that age though, right there is like the perfect example of like they just see pure value. They don't see everything else.
You don't see nothing else.
Yeah.
They don't care about nothing else, and
No.
it comes at the earlier age with kids nowadays of like you said the value change,
Mhm.
but just because the technology is different now than when
Yes,
we were kids. We were outside kicking it,
Yeah.
and Nelly goes outside and he kicks it and whatnot. But a lot of kids, they're on their tablets 24 hours a day, so they look on their tablet, they see everybody else. They come to 6 years old, they come to mom and dad. Hey, I want a mansion.
Yeah, or
Whoa.
what's his name? The one kid with the toy review kid. My mom and dad. Why he
Yeah.
get all the toys? Why he get all the toys, mom and dad? I mean, I don't know about that way, but that kid's kind of toxic, to be honest. That
He's
kid's got
toxic a little
toys.
bit, bro.
He's toxic. When you think about it,
He's got 700 toys, ma.
Yeah.
Well, listen, they sending him those things. Okay, we don't got it like that.
Why are they sending it to me? Why don't I get it sent to me, mom? It's like, all right, here we go.
Yeah, it's tough, man. That's why I said, like you said, social media is a big influence on that. Big influence on everything, though. I guess. I mean, that's the world we live in now.
Yeah, so do you want to do the synopsis, I guess you'd say, or the summary of the show?
Yeah,
I ate.
I'll do a summary that it says on the
Netflix.
show itself, and then I'll do kind of our summary of how we feel about it. So it says, The Night Agent is a very short summary. While monitoring an emergency line, excuse me, I don't got my glasses on, so I can't see.
yeah. I'm impressed right now, actually.
It's a lot of pressure. While monitoring an emergency line, an FBI agent answers a call that plunges him into a deadly conspiracy involving a mole at the White House.
Okay.
That's it. That's a summary.
Yeah, that's very small.
It's very, very short and sweet.
So here I'll ask you for you to explain what a night agent is. That kind of helps the viewer a little bit.
So a night agent is, in this scenario, a night agent is somebody that sits in a room, a little 2x2 room, there's a phone there, and if somebody calls that's in trouble, whether it's and it's not nothing, it's not like a president, but it's like the president's sister or agents within the White House that nobody really knows about,
operatives,
type thing. Operatives, things like
agents,
that. Field agents. If they ever get in trouble, they call this line. They give a code name and a code word. He picks that line up. He takes that to whoever he's taken to, and then he goes back to his room. Nothing else.
He really does nothing.
He does nothing.
He gets the information that gets somebody else to deal with it.
And then he goes back to his room and he sits down there for another 12 hours and waits for the phone to ring again.
Yeah.
That's it. That's what a night agent is. It's the lowest level of the White House that you can be. That's what that is. That's a night agent. So from my summary from this, it's this guy that was very he was at the beginning he was I can't necessarily remember, but something happened to him. He got promoted, quote unquote, and his promotion was to the White House, but it was the lowest level of the White House. But it was a promotion from where he was.
He was in the FBI.
Okay.
He had a situation where he had to stop a bomber.
Right.
Remember? And he stopped the bomber, but the guy got away, and there was a few casualties, I think, or a few whatever, and they kind of like turned him into.
That's right. The subway.
They turned him him not stopping it, like he didn't do a good job. So they were like, "Hey, here's a promotion, but it's lateral kind of, and we're going to kind of put you over here because of what you did." But then you kind of come to find some things out of why he was put there and why whatever and so on.
Why everything happened.
He has his dad worked for the CIA, FBI, whatever, and they have history with that too. So he's a lot of history.
Pretty
involved.
deep.
Pretty deep.
Pretty deep in the political sense of how much stuff goes on, up there in the upper echelon.
Some dark, what's that called? Dark, not dark web, but deep something.
What's that?
Deep. When they talk about like government, whenever it's like parts of government, talk about deep something. There's something deep. Man, it's gonna make me mad that I can't think of it right now. You gotta find it. Yeah,
you gotta go find it. Well, while you're looking for that, I'll explain the. So I'm trying to explain it without giving it away to you guys necessarily. If you guys do want to go watch it, it's a good show. Pretty much, this guy he gets a call from the beginning, and instead of him doing what he's supposed to do, hand it off or whatever, he ends up taking this call himself, and he goes out and they want him. Yeah.
Deep state. Yeah, and that's what you call inside government secrecy. Like the
okay, I know that.
That's called deep state. Yeah,
there's a lot going on.
That's what this movie's about. That's what the show's about. It's about the deep state. All the shit going on inside the government you don't know about, and all the little coup d'etats, and just it's a wild little show. It was good. I was impressed with how good it was. Because first I was the acting kind of seemed like it was gonna be very good, but the acting got better. Like the main character, he's a pretty good actor. Like it was entertaining, I thought.
I like the story because I love conspiracy theories. I love conspiracy theories.
Yeah, Kara was a big fan of it. She didn't watch it. I think I watched it by myself. She's not that kind of like shoot 'em up action stuff. She's like, whatever.
Okay. I get it. Yeah, but it's like it's really based around conspiracy, and then you get to a point. You get to a point where you don't know who the hell you can trust.
Yes, it does get very, very muddy. I like it too as the viewer too, because you're kind of like, wait, who's
it's kind of like a mixture of a conspiracy and like a whodunit type of deal.
Yes,
like which one of y'all in here? Yeah, which one of y'all in here is really messing up? And they throw like the little sidebar at you. This guy looks like he's like against him. He wants him dead and stuff.
Yes.
And then later on down the line, it's a lot.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah,
it's a lot, but I love it. I love it.
Do you think it has sequel power or not? Do you think it has second season power?
I was just thinking. I was trying to remember how it ended. But I would say
the job, better job.
I think so. So I would say in what do you call it? Shows like that, I think it's possibility for a sequel. As long as the main character stays alive, when it's come to government conspiracy, because it goes so deep,
yes,
there's always an opportunity for a second season or a sequel. Yes. Always. Or hell, even a prequel to see how, because like you said, his dad was in it. So they do a prequel about what happened with his dad with the whole bombing and stuff like that. They do the same thing like that. But yeah, I think there's definitely a possibility for a sequel or a second season. Will it be good? I don't know. A lot of people do second season or sequels, and they are horrible.
Suck. Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, just down the hill. It's like they didn't expect the first one to do so good.
Yeah.
So they really wasn't looking at the second season.
But they know the pop there, so they want to take the chance of doing it again.
Yeah.
They do it. The limited series, I love that stuff.
On Netflix?
Limited series, Netflix, it's one season. There's been a couple. The Maid was one. Cool. And The Maid was amazing. I've seen that.
I didn't watch The Maid.
Oh, you need to watch it. It's an absolutely phenomenal show. I mean, Kara got me into it. It's a very just emotional, like, it's a very like dark and emotional.
Wait, The Maid. Oh no. So The Maid, I think I seen. I watched. This is gonna be. Listen, don't judge me, y'all. Don't judge me. Okay, I get off at 2:00 in the morning. I stay up till about 5:00 in the morning watching TikToks. Freaking.
What's one of those TikToks where they like TikTok the entire show?
Dude, so if this is it, let me know. I'm just gonna say one TikTok I watched that was 8 minutes long. She showed up at this house to do maid work. She didn't eat. She passed out. She opened the refrigerator, and the lady was like, "That all can go in the trash." And she ended up just eating all the damn near. She started cleaning and she started eating a fuck ton of it. Is this that same show?
It might be. I will say I missed like the first episode ish, or one or two or whatever. I kind of got on like right for the middle, but you know what I'm saying. So it sounds right. It's a little white chick, brown
little
hair.
White chick, brown hair, and she's got a kid that she's trying to take care of, and the dad's being a okay.
Yeah, that's
I watched that show on TikTok.
Yeah,
like bad. The horrible. And I'm sitting there watching like, dude, this was really good. And instead of me figuring out what the show was and getting up and going to my in my living room and watching, I just kept going through every 8-minute video. It was so bad. So yeah, I guess I kind of watched it, kind of didn't, but the show, it looked dope.
Watch it. You should watch it.
Yeah, now I gotta watch it. Yeah, that's what it is. I gotta go watch it. Or like I'll walk in on Samantha watching the show.
Yeah.
Like, what are you watching? What are you watching, dude? Like this, no. And I sit down, I'm just invested for like an hour.
Yeah, Kara was watching that show, Sex Life, last night. When
Sammy watches that.
And dude, I sat down. I got home from golf, so I sat down. I was eating dinner. I'm like, well, I'm not gonna tell her to turn it off. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah. I sit down, like, watched. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, what the fuck is this, dude? Like, they're just all. I mean, X-rated.
It's very X-rated. Yeah, it's very X-rated shit.
It's like, what is going on in here right now, man?
A lot of infidelity.
Oh yeah,
a lot of stuff in there. Show.
I told Carol, you don't like this guy. You hate like the thought of that stuff happening in like the real world.
That's what I said to Samantha.
It's like, why are you
same thing. Same thing I said, and she's down there. She just fucking.
Yeah. I guess it's not your life. I guess you don't care. I don't know, man.
I guess it doesn't apply to you. That's what it is. Yes, look, Samantha watched that exact show. That was my exact thought on it. Yeah. My exact thought. I was like, why are we watching this? What is the point of this?
Yeah,
dude, it gets so bad. Oh god.
So what's your rating for the show? 1 out of 10.
I'll say about a 6 or 7 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah, I just feel like it could have been a little bit more involved, just a little bit, and I can't give it a 9 because The Office is a 9 for me. The Office is a 9.5. It ain't nothing beating The Office right now. I'm sorry, it's just not possible. It's not possible. So I'll say about a 7.5, 7.5 out of 10. Yeah, it's a good show. Yeah, it's a good show.
I was gonna give it a 7.6.
7.6.
Okay. So
wait, 7.6 or 7 or
7.6. 7.6.
Okay.
So
explain the 0.6.
Well, so I feel like a 7 would have been anything under a 7 is like a show that just works, like the acting's decent, but the storytelling is like not original. but it's like creative enough. It kept me involved for 10 episodes. Like anything under under a 6, I mean, under a 5, I'm to the point where I don't know if I finished the whole season yet.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I like that. I like
under
that.
a 5, I'm not sure if I'm finishing the whole season. Under a 3, I didn't finish it all. At all, for sure.
Yeah.
Under a 3, I
I'm
finished
trying
it all.
to think.
Or 5.
I think the show I watched that was a 3 for me.
All American, that last season, All American. I turned that shit off.
Dude, that was so
lame,
damn bad.
I told you I could watch it, bro. I could watch it. It got so bad.
Dude, I'm glad you brought that up because that I'm not even. I ain't gonna go on a tangent. We're 37 minutes into this, but dude, that show had me livid. It's like they got so lazy with it, so lazy. They should just ended it.
It was bad.
Jesus
well, come on,
Christ.
bro. How many times do you have this kid play the same football game? I mean, how many
the same football?
Oh, the senior. How long was he a senior for? I never being a senior. I'm like, I got to be in college by now. It's like, man, what's he gonna be in college? You know, it's like, and the second part is it's like based on a true story. Like, why don't they use a true story?
It is based on a true story. I didn't know, and I keep meaning to look it up.
Yeah.
To see what really happened with the kid. And
he went to the NFL. I don't know how far he went to the NFL. He went to the NFL. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's dope. That's dope.
He was like wasn't starting like that, but he played and everything. I'm pretty sure that's what I saw in there. So
it's the same thing. Crenshaw, Dylan.
Yeah,
that's enough.
Yeah.
We're past that.
But yeah, 7.6 from Not Agent for me. The 0.6 is like it had the 0.6 got there because of just twists and turns were good enough to keep me kind of interested. And it wasn't just like a story. Like 7 to me is just a story. Like you told a story and it was like decent, but everything over a 7 has to have like elements. I'm like, oh, like that was kind of cool. Like that was different, you know.
To get you thinking, type of deal.
Yes.
Get your mind working.
If you're
involved in it.
Yeah. You're a 7, you just told a story. You know, you're a 6, like you have okay acting in a story. Under a 6, like acting starts getting kind of bad. You know, we start kind of going down the rabbit hole there. So
okay, I respect that.
Yeah.
7.6, 7.5. Go watch it. Tell us what you
think. Tell us what you guys think. We probably gave a little higher than we thought, but I like action movie, like some explosions, so I guess it's kind of a.
As y'all know from Attraction 2. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Attraction 2. Mm-hmm. Right.
Dude, I watched that back. I watched our little podcast back, and I watched that segment. I was like, dude, I just thought about it again. I was like, brother, ain't no way.
See, Night Agent was kind of realistic though, right? From what I remember.
Yeah, that was more realistic.
Yeah, he didn't have no fucking scenes where he fucking superhuman that
no.
shit. No, he get his ass beat, or he get tired.
He has ass beat. He got shot at, and then you know what I'm saying. He didn't get shot at. It was like, it's just a bullet. We gonna keep on going. Yeah, he got shot at. I was like, I don't know about that one.
Yeah. I'm actually a little freaked out right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay over here. Yeah, that was way more realistic than Chris. Was it Chris Hemsworth just up there? Thor. Yeah. He's thinking he's in the Avengers.
He thought it was Thor still.
He thought it was Thor. Just with a gun instead of a hammer.
Yeah, I took his hammer away.
Unreal. Good movie though. Good action.
So, we're gonna roll into Lee's food and life hack corner here, folks.
You had to add some balloons.
Confetti
blow it up.
Balloons. Like,
I'll take a picture with me like shirtless. You can put me up there like that.
Yeah, we go.
Stomach out.
You just raise up like right here. Like,
just slide me up. Be great. Great post edit.
So I told you I was trying to do things where I wouldn't show you the pictures, or I give you prompts or ideas and make you kind of just give your opinions on them. Okay. So first I'm gonna show you this picture of this food hack, and then I'm gonna have a little prompt for you too. So here's the picture. Oh, but no one's gonna see us now. No big deal. We're invisible.
That's all right.
We can do whatever we want to. So
take my nose.
Yeah, so you wrap a wet paper towel around your beverage and put it in the freezer for about 15 minutes, and it's almost ice cold.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Wrap a wet paper towel around your bottle.
Sorry.
Put it in the freezer. 15 minutes.
Yeah.
It will be almost completely ice cold. Interesting.
I haven't tried it. I will try it though for you guys. I'll let you guys know next week.
Interesting.
I will try it.
Now, here's what I want you to do when you try this. Mm-hmm. We need a control. So just slap your normal, IBC root beer in there.
In the freezer too?
Yep, and put it next to the bottle. That way we know how much colder does this get within that 15 minutes.
I'll have Karen record it. I'll have Karen record it for me.
There you go.
And then I'll have, I'll do a taste test right there in front of everybody, and I'll put it on the pod next week.
There you go. Yeah, because I've never thought about timing it. 15. Because I do put my drinks when I get from the store. I do put them in the freezer for a while. For like if I want it for dinner,
Yeah,
I'll throw it in the freezer while I'm cooking, and it comes out cold. But I never put a time on it. So I don't know if this is gonna like help for real dramatically. Like if I put my beer, my root beer in the freezer for 15 minutes, and it comes out like it's been there for an hour and a half. We got ourselves a good life hack.
Yeah.
That's a good life hack.
Good hack.
95 degrees outside.
Paper
You out there
towels.
mowing the grass.
Towels, but
Oh, yeah, paper towels are going to be gone. But 90 degrees, I'm slapping one in there over a bed of paper towels.
oh, there you go.
Then Samantha going to open the freezer. There's going to be paper towels everywhere. I'm going to forget to take them out.
That's bad. So this leads to my prompt. Is hot. Would you ever drink just warm pop?
No. God no. You gotta be one psychotic person to pick up a warm soda off of the counter. You drink warm soda?
All the time. All the time.
God,
Now,
no.
let me preface this. I only drink warm cans of soda. But I don't have any problem.
That helps nothing.
Watch right
That
now.
helps nothing.
All sit right
That
here.
helps nothing. That's psychotic.
Grab this off my counter. Off my
That
counter.
is psychotic.
Completely warm.
And you drink warm Sprite?
Oh yeah, 100%.
That's a problem. That doesn't burn?
Oh, it feels great.
That's a problem.
Spicy. It's
That's an
spicy.
issue right there. That's an issue.
I always drink hot pop.
I'm gonna call a psychiatrist for you. He'll be at your house tomorrow. Just let him in and talk to him about it.
It's great.
No, I can't do it, dude. I can't do it. It's especially not Sprite. You drink warm Sprite. Like I can drink flat Sprite if it's cold.
Ooh, I can't do flat.
I love flat Sprite.
Really?
Yeah, I
You're
love flat
psycho.
Sprite.
You need a psychiatrist to do that.
No, I think the person that can walk into a house and pick up a soda off the counter that's warm and like, oh, that looks so good, and you pick it up, it's the same temperature as your body, and you're like, oh yeah, that sounds delicious. Let's crack that open. That's bad, Jordan. That's bad.
On the air, right?
No, I can't do it.
Did you hear the pop top when I popped it?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
100%. Yeah. Do you also drink 2% milk out of a glass just because?
What do you mean? What do you pour it in?
Like, I don't drink milk just to drink
I
milk.
Hell yeah, I drink milk. I mean,
You're a
just milk,
psychopath.
nothing else, not like with my desserts or whatever.
No, just milk.
Nah. I mean, I kind of do, I guess, sometimes.
No.
Like,
Just in general. I don't care if you're eating a piece of pie. You drink milk with that?
oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah,
Hell
you're
yeah.
a psychopath. Yeah, you're a psychopath.
I used to drink milk with my dinner when I was younger.
No,
Yeah.
you didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're a psycho.
I used to drink milk
You're a little twisted up there in the head.
I did.
There's no way.
I swear.
The only way I'm drinking milk if it's in a bowl of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It's the only way I'm drinking milk.
I mean, that's a good way to drink milk. I'm not gonna lie.
It's
I mean,
a fantastic way to drink milk. It's sweet.
nice.
It's a great way to stay in shape. No shot. Y'all gotta let me know if I'm the one, if I'm the psycho. I feel like I'm not in this. In this, when you clip this,
Okay. All right. Here we go. We're close.
all right, go ahead. Yeah,
Is drinking a warm pop but fresh, just freshly cracked open, or drinking flat pop?
flat Sprite because I can't drink flat dark pop. It's gross.
That's fair. But okay,
But flat Sprite.
We'll let Sprite then. So it's just
Yeah.
popping open a warm Sprite and drinking it weirder than drinking flat Sprite. Flat Sprite. The whole
Flat Sprite is
essence of
good.
Sprite is the crispness, the actual.
I get
burn
that.
it gives you, and you just take that away. What do you have? Just sugar water?
I guess so. Maybe that's what it.
Fucking sugar water with a squeeze of lime in there? Come on, man. Nah, you're
drinking.
the psycho. You're
Drinking warm Sprite like it's negative 20 degrees outside. That's why. That's the only way I'm drinking warm Sprite if it's so cold outside. I can't drink anything cold. I'll pick up a warm Sprite. Because by the time I open it, it's probably frozen. That's the only way. Y'all gotta let us know. When you clip this, I'm gonna make a poll on Facebook and social media, so I need to know if I'm the crazy one in this scenario. Because I will never drink a warm Sprite. I don't care if I'm in the middle of Sahara Desert and they say it's the only thing you got left to drink. If that thing is smoking hot, they can keep it. I'll die.
But if it's smoking hot and it's flat, he'll drink it. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, I'll down it real quick. It's gone. That's nuts. I did not know that.
Flat for y'all? That flat?
Dude, I've known you for like, what, 10, 12 years?
Yeah, man. I guess I just never, I've never.
And the whole time you out here walking around drinking, it's probably, oh, he's got a nice cold Sprite in his hand. It's warm.
The whole time. Never do it. You never do it. So.
That is great. Oh my God. The more you know about a man, the more you know.
So I guess I'll add a little recipe here. Okay. Everybody, I'll list it. And I think I told you about this one. I got some busy nights sometimes. I got some leads I go to. Kara has some things in the evening she goes to. So some nights we like to have some quick crock pot meals, which I told Lee about this, but you're not a crock pot guy, right?
I don't even own a crock pot.
I know. I didn't get you a crock pot. That's what you get for your birthday.
Weird.
Crock pot.
Well, you got me the cast iron. The cast iron is that's probably the best kitchen tool I've ever had in my life.
Oh, cast iron, yeah, bro.
I think it's phenomenal.
It's unbeatable, bro. Cast iron. If you don't have a cast iron in your house, let's
get one.
We'll find you one.
Yeah, I'll go to the thrift shop and re-season it for you.
I'll re-season it for you. I'll get you.
I'll send it to you. I'll get you going.
So I got this crock pot meal we do. It's and healthy. It's probably to be honest here, but it's really good. So what you need for it, I'll list it on the screen here. We need 2 chicken breasts, and this is for 2 chicken breasts, obviously. 2 chicken breasts. You need a bottle of the garlic parm Buffalo Wild Wing sauce at the store.
Okay.
A bag of Parmesan. You can shred your own or get the bag of already shredded, finely shredded Parmesan, in the bag. Some heavy cream, and then some penne pasta. That's all you need. Okay. So you're going to throw your 2 chicken breasts into the crock pot, and then you're going to cover that with the Buffalo Wild Wing sauce, and then you're going to fill the bottle up with heavy cream again. Now, the recipe I watched, they filled it all the way up with heavy cream. I only do half the bottle of heavy cream and pour it back in because I think
creamy if so.
It's just too much cream if you do it all the way up. So I only do half the bottle, half the heavy cream in that Buffalo Wild Wings bottle. I shake it up, to get the rest of the stuff off the bottle, and then pour it in there. And then on their recipe, they used to add the Parmesan in the beginning. That's a terrible idea because it's 3 to 4 hours on high, and that fucking Parmesan is going to turn to straight oil.
Yeah.
So I put it in at the end with the pasta, which makes
that's
it a lot
smart.
more sense.
You can really watch the oil rise if it's in there that long.
It's just stupid. Yeah, I thought we were going to get oily because of the heavy cream, but it's fine. But so then it's 3 to 4 hours on high. Or when the chicken's done, to be honest, I feel 2 hours. If I tip the chicken, it's already at 165 usually. It's already heated up.
Ready to rock and roll.
Check it a little earlier if you want to. Yeah. So when chicken's good to go, you just shred the chicken inside the crock pot, shred it up, cook your penne pasta in another pot, on the stove. Pour the penne pasta in there, cooked. Mix it all up. Pour your Parmesan cheese in there. Mix it all up. You got your meal right there. Chicken, garlic parm, pasta. It's good as hell.
Damn, that sounds fire. Actually,
it's flavorful. It's it's probably a little bit on the salt side. It's probably a little bit heavy for some people.
I can see that. Yeah, I can see that.
Sauce. But but it's good, man. It's I'm not if I'm gonna have chicken like that in a crock pot, it has to be shredded like that and with something else.
100%.
Chicken, if it's not doesn't have caramelization on it, it's not seared on each side. It's weird to me sometimes.
Yeah.
But that meal, at all, I don't get those vibes at all from that meal because the way the chicken gets in there and stuff, it's fantastic. So
because I use that garlic Parmesan Buffalo Wild Wing sauce on my wings, when I make party wings. Yeah. I use it so good. Yeah. It's so good.
Great.
So that's probably fire.
Oh, it's good. I would try it. It takes 2 hours. Throw it all in there. Leave it alone for 2 hours. Come back. Throw some pasta in there for 15 minutes. Put the pasta in there. Mix it up. Done. So it's a good meal and you're busy.
It sounds fire.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try it.
Try it.
I get a crock pot, but I'm gonna try it.
You can do it. You can really do it. Not a crock pot if you wanted to. But it's good.
Crock pot's just there for you. Just it's better.
Dude, they're amazing. I made Italian beef last night. I put a 4-ounce chuck roast in the crock pot with pepperoncinis and Ghirardelli. You know what that Ghirardelli? It's cauliflower and carrots and shit. It's
Ghirardelli chocolate.
Yeah, well, I don't think it's called Ghirardelli. I'm saying it wrong. I'll put it on the screen like an idiot whenever I put it on the screen. It's definitely not how you say it. I don't care. It's pickled cauliflower, carrots, peppers and stuff. But you put it all in the crock pot. Put that in the crock pot. Pepperoncinis in the crock pot. Put your chuck roast in the crock pot with some seasonings onion powder, garlic powder, Italian seasoning, salt, pepper, a little bit of sugar. That's everything. Pull out seasoning, put it over the top of the beef, and put in the crock pot for 8 hours. Leave it alone. Come back, shred that shit up. Put it on a hoagie.
Probably so damn tender.
Oh, dude.
You put on a hoagie?
Put on a hoagie with pork.
Oh, that sounds.
Italian beef sandwich. Oh yeah, it's the best. I am like 95% sure.
What just happened?
That you froze. Okay, you're back.
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay.
Dude, if it happens again, we're at the end of this.
I was about to give everybody a little speech. Listen out, y'all. This happened last week, so we're almost done anyway. That's no big deal.
Wait, I think it has happened. We might have to go ahead and. No, we're good. Yeah, no, we're good. Okay.
Whew, that was close. So yeah, good little meal. Try it out. You like it? It's good stuff. So I'll put the recipe on here. I'll list it out for you guys to.
Send me the recipe for the Italian beef. I want to try that as well.
I'll send you that
sounds
fire. Probably get off. I'll send it to you. I have my phone.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah. So the last thing, me and Lee's watched this video, and we're going to explain the video, and I'll try to put it up on here. He thinks we're going to get in trouble, so I'll put it up on here. We get in trouble, whatever, fuck him. We have to explain it well enough for our people listening can understand what we're saying here.
Yeah.
So there's a food hack out there. I'm sorry, folks, but this dry got me burping. Man. I got all expired on air, but it's just so good.
You want to know why? Because it's warm. That's why.
It's raining outside right now. It's dark as hell outside. I'm not gonna lie.
It is dark. It's not raining yet, but it's dark.
Okay. All right, start up. So me and Lee watched this video about 10. What am I saying? Dumbass. About an hour ago. We've been on here for an hour.
Noticed that.
Yeah. So there's a hack, and some of you probably seen it. I don't know, but you get a strawberry, and I just got a strawberry. I don't have any right now. But you stick a straw to the bottom of the strawberry, and it pops the green top off. Pops the whatever you're gonna call it off. Stupidest fucking hack in the world, man.
Yeah, I don't understand it, dude.
I mean, pull off the fucking what is that? The leaves. Pull off the leaves.
They're the easiest thing to pull off too. It's not like it thinks like yanking. It's just boop. That's it.
I have two techniques though. When I do strawberries, depending on what I'm using them for, I just cut the top off, down the middle, whatever. Which we lose like this much for the top. Who gives a fuck? Or I actually will just get my little small knife and I'll just cut around the leaf.
That's smart. I've done that.
And then you just but when you do that fucking thing, the whole core is gone. Like that's the core on strawberry. It's a waste.
You lose a lot of
it. Yeah, it's a strawberry for no reason. I mean, I don't get that was the stupidest shit I watched. I'm like,
I can't do it. Because I guaranteed he's going to end up slicing down the middle anyway. Yeah. So why not just slice down the middle and take the green top off that way?
That's what I'm saying.
And why are you just grabbing flimsy straws? Are you just going to the store and buying straws to poke holes through your strawberry?
Yeah.
Or you just got fast food cups laying around the house where you just grab a straw out of and stick it. Either way it go, it's pointless. Don't do it.
Use a fucking knife, you dweeb. I mean, literally, fucking
use your kitchen utensils like a man. You do what you do. Be an adult. What are you doing?
Yeah, I mean, like that's what Nelly would do. Nelly would use. He's a kid. He would use a straw to.
That's what I said. That's what he would do. So my son has found. I'm not going to go into red because we're really deep in this, but he has found my kitchen skewers that I use for kebabs when I'm grilling in the summer. He's found them, and every time I look, he is skewering everything. I mean, 6-piece nugget from McDonald's, all 6 nuggets are on this skewer. He's just walking around dipping it in. I'm like, what's kind of smart. I can't be mad at you. I can't be mad at you. You're on the go. You got a little skewer.
One hand. You got one hand.
Yeah, one hand there. Dip that thing in. You know what else he does, which is crazy to me? He puts he got this little 6-piece thing. He dumps his barbecue sauce in it, closes it, and shakes it.
Oh, he does that thing?
Yeah.
I've seen people doing that on like TikTok and shit.
So that's where he got it from.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he was just a smart kid. It was like, you've learned some things.
Yeah.
You've learned some things.
He's learned some things at least.
Yeah. But now I see what's going on. The guy's been watching TikTok. We're going to have to have a little talk about it. Yeah, but no, that hack is so weird to me, dude.
It's if you do that.
It doesn't even save you time. It really doesn't. Because the straw's going to bend. You're sitting there just... It's so much to go
metal ones. I have some metal ones like for Yetis and stuff like that. For like metal cups.
Those are good.
Stuff.
Yeah, but they make things taste better.
Yeah,
is that what you drink your warm soda out of? Yeah, a metal straw.
So it's a full circle here right now. Full circle we got right here.
Yeah.
You use straws for your strawberries. We're sorry, but that's just stupid. But
Yeah.
you still have tons of value, though.
There you go. Yeah, you're still very valuable.
That's stupid.
I'm just saying that
that you
one
do
thing
that.
you do is
That's
just not
dumb.
it.
That's dumb.
Change it. Change that now.
You still value. You still have tons of value as a person, but that part.
You still worth what you're worth in gold, but
Yeah. I like that shirt you're wearing.
you like it?
I can see it better now. Yeah, you step back a little bit.
I don't even know what it says.
Say mellow?
I think so. I can't read upside down, Jordan. I also can't see.
Yeah, that's true. He's blind, everybody.
Only thing I can see right now is your hat that I love,
Yeah,
and
but
that's about it. I
I
gotta get
didn't
real
come up
close to
very
these
good
folks.
because there it is. Yeah.
See, I just like those kind of look at it. See, Jordan, this is a problem with us. This is an issue. This podcast is gonna go from an hour and 30 minutes. We start talking about
Hats and
nonsense,
shit. Yeah.
hats and shirts.
We're getting to see it on the podcast. All these assholes talking about hats. We don't give a shit. Move on.
They can't see it, Jordan. Some people watch this bad girl on Spotify.
Yeah. With that, though, I'll let you take us out. You did a great job last week. So, yeah.
Did I?
It's your job.
I think I like that thing. I like it. Oh, so
I like how you
now
did
we got
that.
some pressure on. Now I can't do it.
Yeah.
That's how it works. Nah, but we appreciate you guys coming to hang out with us. As always, this podcast is based around the Mind Over Cancer Foundation that Jordan created, which is helping survivors and supporters of cancer. So if you guys want to support anything of that nature, go to our social medias, Mind Over Cancer Foundation, the website Mind Over Cancer Foundation, to read up on it, read about Jordan's story and the things he went through over the past couple of years. And if you guys want to support, best way would be, a minimum is share this podcast and share some of the things that Jordan posts, events and whatnot like that. With that being said, we appreciate y'all. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Thanks so much.
As usual. And we'll see y'all later, yeah? I'm going to drink the rest of this tea and try to sound a little better for y'all next week. Put the warm Sprite down. Put the warm Sprite down.
Right. Peace.